hungry Pelicans.
I think the biggest problem with the Pelicans so far is that they play Davis and Asik together. I mean, Asik is just so ill-fitted for this Alvin Gentry offense system, his style, for the way Anthony Davis can play. And you would say, well, Asik is calling card his defense. Ralph, he only has 7 blocks all year.
Paul goes to work for the Clippers. He'll fire the 3-ball. Bingo. Chris Paul knocks down 2 in a row. And the Clippers are up 7-4.
And he usually plays his best when he has to. In other words, when more is upon his shoulders. Blake Griffin out of the lineup tonight. CP going to have to look to score, and he will do just that.
Boy, that's a free pass. Holy smokers. Redick gets the easy one. JJ.
A little bit more like JJ, right?
Absolutely. The lob to jam. Redick. Bingo. JJ's right back. He has 10 first quarter points, and the Clippers are up by 4. Mo Spates into the ball game. Replaces Austin Rivers at the power forward, so we got DeAndre and Spates playing together. We've seen that seldom this year. Spates an open 3-ball, bingo!
It's happened just a couple of times, right? I think we saw it the first time the night Blake rested. Which night was that? Brooklyn.
Yep.
It was the first time we saw it. That didn't fare so well, but that was kind of a fluke game.
JJ, head down, go to the hole, float it in.
There's where Asik has to earn his keep.
Paul. Inside of DeAndre, scores, and he's fouled. Pretty play by Chris Paul. He saw Ajinça come out. He knew that the big man was going to be free. Paul, the Jordan for the jam.
Now, hey, that is what Clipper basketball is all about. Even after a made bucket, they played with pace and attack. That's what you have to do.
Goes down all by himself.
Now, Chris, you have to make that shot, right? Because that's going to be on every highlight. If you miss that shot, it blows it. There's like extra pressure on that 5-footer. He steps on the foot of Ajinça. Nobody's guarding him.
Say, please go in.
Yes, exactly.
Please go
Let me aim this one in.
Paul having quite a sequence here. Paul will shoot the 3-ball. Bingo.
You said it right. What a sequence.
The lob, the jam!
Way to attack, Clippers.
That's the fun that J.J. Redick was talking about.
Yeah, that's what's been missing.
Into the corner, Rivers for 3. Bingo.
Austin says, I don't get set up like that often.
Redick back to Paul, to Rivers. Good ball movement. Good shot. That's always the result of good ball movement. 3-ball by Rivers, his 3rd of the game. Clippers up by a dozen. Moody hard to the basket with a 2-hand flush.
I think his MO should be exactly that. Offensively, he knows how to play defense.
The lob inside, DeAndre lays it in easily.
That's way too easy.
Here's Paul. Just space for an easy basket.
Yeah, but it was the last dribble by Chris that gave him an easy bucket.
Space. 2-ball. Paul. Rivers for 3. It's a shootout, folks. Rivers' 4th 3-ball of the game.
Coming into this season, were they going to make the playoffs? I never thought so, but I thought they'd be in the hunt possibly for 8, 9, or 10. And then you never know what can happen based on injuries, but injuries have decimated them again like they did last year.
15 for CP3. Clippers by 16.
I think he's shooting this one.
5 on the clock. Bingo.
They got that rookie Diallo twice in the first half. He never put a hand up, and Chris just remembers things like that.
Paul exposes everybody.
He's having quite a night. We knew his responsibilities would be greater tonight with no Blake Griffin. 20 points, 17 assists.
Frazier deflected by Paul. Clippers get it with 8 seconds to go. Paul has it. Turns. Back to Spates for 3. Bingo!
And that is CP's 18th assist, Ralph. He has never had a 20-point, 20-assist game in his life.
Chris Paul, 2 assists away from a 20-20 performance.
And there's one of them.
There's one on the reserve.
He's 1 away. And our research, Ralph, only goes back to like 1985-86. But as far back as we can look, I don't think any NBA player has ever had a 20-assist game without a turnover. That could be it.
Bingo, number 20. Very nice. A 20-20 ball game for Chris Paul. 20 points, 20 assists for CP3.
And immediately, Doc goes to the bench. If Allen Anderson is coming in for Chris Paul, then he absolutely knew
and he's fully aware of it.
2 more assists.
Getting hugged by his good pal DeAndre Jordan. They've become very close, those two. That is some performance. 20 points, 20 assists, no turnovers.
Yeah, first Clipper ever, first time ever for Chris Paul. And no NBA player in those 40 years, Ralph, has had a 20-assist game with no turnovers.
He stands up. Fans cheering CP3. Now they're also cheering for this guy to miss a free throw, but he doesn't. Clippers go to 17-7 on the year, and here's Jeannie Zelasco.
Well, Chris Paul, I don't know about you. I showed up tonight so that Ralph Lawler could celebrate his 3,000th game that he would call in the NBA. So as a treat, you decided to become the first Clipper ever with 20 points and 20 assists. Did you know you're the first Clipper ever to do that?
Did not know that I was the first Clipper ever to do that. No, that's cool.
Does it change anything? I mean, history and everything that you've done for this franchise already. It's one more notch in the...
That boy had 20 assists.
I know. Did you hear that?
Assists.
And 20 points.
Hey, he's welcome.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
So where would you be without DeAndre Jordan, I guess is the point.
Who knows? I don't know. That's the first time for me in my career ever doing that. So, pretty cool.
All right, so pregame, Doc said, you know, you're not going to fix everything tonight, but you're going to take steps in that right direction. Do you feel like you took steps in the right direction?
We had a really good practice yesterday. We shared the ball. We moved the ball. We put up 130 or something like that. So that means that we played the right way. Still got to clean up the defense, but it's a good win.
All right, congratulations. I really appreciate the time. Take care.